A lot of times I get asked, where would you go? I had the opportunity to tour 4 different family-friendly resorts, and I will give you my opinion on which one I would take my family and which ones I would avoid. First, the now Sapphire. So currently at the now Sapphire, which is located in Puerto Mujeres, overall, it's a very nice resort. The nice thing about this resort is you can actually bring your family. There's actually a great kids area with with a huge splash pad. They have a lot of kids activities, and they also have a couple water slides, which make it really fun. But if you're looking for an adult's getaway where you don't really want to have the interaction with kids, this would not be the resort for you. But again, it's good for kids. They have a lot of entertainment, and the price point is right in line with what you would expect for a family resort. The first floor swim out rooms would be fantastic for families. You get a beautiful ocean view, access to the swim out pool, as well as being close to all the restaurants and the main pool. Dreams Riviera Cancun. This resort is gorgeous. They have an on-site spa, which is very beautiful, and the Preferred Club gives you access to a lot of different upgraded amenities, including access to the lounge. In terms of pools, they have 3 large pools. One of them is a kids pool, there's an activities pool, and a gorgeous infinity pool. Standard rooms are octagonal shape, which actually provides more space for your family. The rooms have an open concept and have either a king bed or 2 queen beds. Because this is a family-friendly resort, it would be a great place for a destination wedding where you have to include kids in the mix. The whole resort is very beautiful, and the beach is included in that. Dreams Riviera Cancun is an amazing place with an amazing kids area. The size of the rooms and the beautifully kept beach would be high on my list to bring my family. I am in the lobby of the Iberostar complex, which is a complex of a number of different resorts, from the kids resorts all the way up to an adults only called the Grand. I'm going to show you the lobby. It's amazing. The detail in the resort to really bring out the Mayan culture is great. With a variety of dining options, there's definitely something for everyone. We got the opportunity to eat at the Mexican buffet. The selection was great, from different hot and cold items, all with a Mexican spin. The one thing I will tell you is the resort is massive. We did a lot of walking and got to see a variety of different buildings. If you are not a fan of a large resort, this is not for you. The other thing about this resort is you actually have access to the entire complex, with the exception of the Grand. So that's 3 other resorts that you can have access to. Now onto the pools. The Maya has 9 pools, including a wave pool and a lazy river. With an active family, this would be a great place where you would be sure not to get bored. if you are a beach lover, this also might not be the resort for you because the beach is not right next to any of the buildings. You actually have to travel through a mangrove to get there. So I'm in the lobby of the Iberostar Maya, and this resort would be fantastic for kids. The kids area, the pool area is phenomenal. They've got a little kids area, slides that just went up in December of 2020, and there's also a wave pool, a lazy river, and there's a total of 9 pools. So this would be a great place to bring your family, and then you'd have access to some of the other places on the Iberostar property, which includes 5 total resorts. So the one that you wouldn't have access to would be the adults only if you brought kids. But this is definitely a place that I would definitely recommend for families looking for options and things to do with their kids. The next resort that we went to was the Bay Esmeralda. This resort is definitely showing some age. We saw the 24-hour sports bar, which had a variety of games and theater. First block of rooms we saw had 4 different buildings with a pool in the middle. It was one of their quieter areas, but it was a long hike from the main buildings where all of the food was, as well as the ocean and the main pool. But as you can see from the outside, it looks very dated. We didn't have the opportunity to go in due to COVID. The main pool and beach area offered some space for families to unwind. So the big question is, where would I take my kids? For context, I have 5-year-old boy-girl twins. They are very active and love to swim. In last place, a place that I probably would not go to, would be the Bay Esmeralda. As you can tell from the video, the resort is in dire need of updating for the rooms, the kids club, and the upkeep of the grounds. While it is the most economical from a price standpoint, I would say spend a little more money and go to one of the other places. In third place is the now Sapphire. While I really wanted to love this resort for the smaller layout, it just seemed like it was not the right atmosphere for kids my kids' age. There was a lot, it was extremely rowdy, there was a lot going on, and the kids area was smaller in comparison to the other resorts. And it does need some updating, which, as this resort transitions into a Dreams property, may get handled. The next 2 were hard to delineate between second and first. I loved both of them, and I loved them for different reasons. So in second place is the Iberostar Maya. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna end up taking my family here. There's just a lot of space in the resort, and I think it would be best for preteens and teens as opposed to littler kids because of the size of the resort. The size of the variety of the pools, the water slides, and all of the other things to do on this massive property means that nobody will get bored. And I loved the unique touches they added to the resort. And finally, in first place, Dreams Riviera Cancun. The most beautiful, spacious rooms, the kids area with all the kids activities to keep kiddos busy, to the massive pools and the absolutely beautiful beach. It would be a great place to take your family, both big and small. I think that there's a lot of activities, but also you have the refinement of a absolutely gorgeous resort. So that would be my pick for where I would take my kids.